What movie gave you nightmares as a kid? The Dark Crystal. Specifically the scene where the Skeksis were mind-wiping that little creature with the weird purple light. Jurassic Park, some Ernest Halloween movie and It. A Nightmare on Elm Street, Conjuring, It, Halloween and Texas Chainsaw. Watership Down. Mummy Rabbits. Can I get this movie? Then 90 minutes of a rabbit snuff movie left me in shock. Return to Oz. Who the hell gave that the green light? Beware. The Blob. The sequel. Yes. It was silly. But I was 7 when I saw it on TV and it freaked me out. Got me into the habit of reading myself to sleep. Which never stopped even when the movie didn't bother me anymore. It was Candyman for me. Child's Play. Alien. Fire in the Sky. But I was like 18 at the time. The rest of the family was out doing things and it was a dark and rainy night. I saw we rented the movie and I wanted to watch it. Didn't think it would be too bad. More like Close Encounters of the Third Kind or something. Pet Sematary. I was 7 or 8 when I first saw it, and I had never seen an evil child in a movie before, so it just completely traumatized me. The sister Rachel with the spinal meningitis didn't help things either. Jurassic Park. A Christmas Carol. The Ghost of Christmas Future messed 10y. Oh. Me up. Coraline. Definitely Pet Sematary. This movie gave me nightmares as a kid. Skull and Crossbones. The Grudge. Poltergeist. It 1990. Saw it when I was 3. Monster House. Beetlejuice every single time. Secret of Neve. Probably. And Ratigan in his evil rat form in Great Mouse Detective. Also Unico in The Island of Magic. Brave Little Toaster. The AC unit going batshit, that was scarring for a small child. Tremors franchise. I wouldn't walk on grass unless there was like a blacktop or road right nearby. Not a movie, but a book, The Pants with Nobody Inside Them, by Dr. Seuss. I was rather literal as a child. And something about the imagery and the illogical nature of the entire concept profoundly unnerved me. I had several nightmares consisting of my own pants becoming sentient, being chased by pants, having pants literally murder me, and hiding from roving pants. Poltergeist. Pennywise. Event Horizon. Watched the original Halloween for the first time in 5th grade. Nightmares for years to follow. From Beyond. https://m.imdb.com/titles/tt009108 ref_equals x_shr_lnk. Zathura. This weird old movie about a murder turkey. Specifically when, I think, undead turkeys were trying to break into a house. I was terrified and had nightmares for days of undead foul-mouthed turkeys. Edit. Found out it was called Thanksgiving. The Passion of the Christ. Still remember that face lurking. Spirited Away. As soon as her parents turned into pigs, I would start crying. And the few times I was able to watch a little bit more. No Face gave me nightmares for weeks. E.T. terrified the shit out of 5-year-old me. 9 fucked me up. The Blair Witch Project and Die Brooker. The original one. I was 9. All I wanted to see was Lotta. But my dad showed me these. Man in A Christmas Story, the kid gets his tongue stuck to a light pole. I first saw that when I was 3 to 4 and was terrified. Never actually watched the movie because of it. The Grudge for sure. Not sure why I felt I should watch it while at my grandparents' dark and old house. Salem's Lot. 1975. For all the General X's out there, I was probably 8 or 9 when I saw it. The vampire scratching at the window to be let in was more than I could handle. E.T. I actually never watched it. But the trailers for it on my VHS tapes scared me so much that I would hide in the kitchen pantry whenever they came on. I should have probably learned how to effectively use the fast-forward button. Lady Gaga. Alejandro. The Curious George Christmas special fucked me up as a little kid. That scene where the man with the yellow hat falls asleep and goes into a clock or something freaked me the hell out. Night of the Living Dead. Not a movie, but the PBS Kids show Between the Lions. Between Buster and his freaky pigeons to that creepy-ass smarty pants puppet guy. Fuck that show. I was fucking terrified of that show, and years later even my grandmother wonders why she let me watch it. The 1991. As a kid, it's particularly terrifying to think that, if a monster is trying to get me, the adults won't help. The Outer Limits and The Twilight Zone. There wasn't a whole lot of scary movies when I was a kid. But specifically there was an episode in The Twilight Zone, maybe it was Night Gallery, where a father didn't want his daughter to date his assistant, and he had a special talk that he could do to put people in a coma. So he experimented on his assistant and pretend that he couldn't wake him up, so he started rotting in the coffin, and she was so driven by her love for him that she found out her father was lying and gave the right knock for him to come back, and he was a walking dead man.